So good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday. Faithful Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's time for a retreat Friday. How are you guys? Good morning. I hope you are having already this morning. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you are excited about your weekend, that you have plans. Even if your plans are to rest and restore, I hope that you have them and that you're clear about what you're going to do this weekend, that you move into your weekend with intention, with purpose, with passion, and with excitement. So this morning, I just want to come on a little bit and encourage you guys that it is time to heal. It is time to heal from the false teaching, from the false beliefs, from the false ideas and identity that you have created for yourself due to the things that you have experienced. I am excited because I am blessed that this weekend I get to go to a beautiful lake house here in North Carolina, Lake Gaston, North Carolina. And I get to go with 9 other women. We are going to retreat and we're going to restore and we're going to get connected to all that is God. And we're going to allow God to show us who He created us to be. You know, God, when I was putting the things together, the things that He showed me, He said, I want you to teach them how I created them and then reveal to them how they've been shaped. Because, see, a lot of times we've been shaped by the things that we have experienced. And so we begin to believe that that is our identity. We begin to think and believe that we are who people say we are. We think that we are the experiences that we have. We really believe that the way we behave, well, that's just how I am. That is my personality. No, it is not. That is your false identity. And so it is time for you to get clear about who God created you to be. Created. Listen to that word, created. You know, I had this vision, like, so sometimes God will show me things, images in my head. And He showed me how, if you go to a junkyard where there are old cars, and sometimes in order to save space or to get rid of things, they might take a car and they smash it and they might make it flat, right? Or they'll take, I've seen them where they make them and they look like a square. If someone points and said, "What is that?" They said, "Well, that's a car. We just shaped it like that to condense it to make make more space in the junkyard." But they didn't say because it's been shaped into a square that it's something else. They said it's a car. We just shaped it differently because we flatten it. What is that flat thing? It's a car. We just flatten it. We changed the shape of it. And so for many of you, these ladies, and even including myself, our shape has made us think that the way we've been shaped is our identity, but it is not. And so we're going to get clear about who we are this weekend because, listen, the reason I encourage healing, you know, I've had people say to me, because you're a relationship coach and you rarely talk about relationships. That's about to change. But listen, the reason I don't harp on relationships, and I realize that that is what people are craving and desiring. And how do I do these relationships well? And, you know, Keisha, I'm arguing all the time with my mate and can't seem to get along. And I pick the wrong guys and I keep attracting men who treat me like crap. What is this? Right? How can I get it right? How can I find the love of my life? How can I get to a place where I am attracting the guys, I used to, when I was single, I told my dad one time, I said, I keep attracting the used to be man. He said, what is the used to be man? I used to have a house. I used to have a car. I kept attracting what I call the used to be man because what I now know is because there was a part in me, my brokenness was attracting brokenness, right? And so because I was unaware of my brokenness and my need to try to fix, I used to think I could fix people. My need to fix people. Well, how can you attract a man who's already got it together if I'm on the hunt unconsciously for people I think I can fix? It was like, And the Bible says, "In all your in all your getting, get understanding." We need to start learning how to understand ourselves. I meet a lot of people and they say things like, "Well, I understand myself. I know that I do this and I do this." And so it's easy to identify what you do. If I said to you, "What do you do when you get angry?" You can tell me what you do when you get angry. What do you do when you feel sad, mad, or bad? You can tell me what you do. But then when I say, "Why do you do it?" Change different dynamic, changes the conversation. Many people can tell you what they do, but they can't tell you why they do it. And it is the why that is the game changer. So for me, when I say it is time to heal, healing means to become awakened and aware, the awareness of who you are. Why do you do what you do? What has shaped you in a way that you are attracting to yourself? The very thing that you are, that maybe you're denying about yourself, that you don't like about yourself, the brokenness. Because, see, when you are a hot mess, you attract a hot mess, whether you believe it or not. Now, it may be packaged differently. The shape may look way different from yours, but we attract to ourselves what we are. And so it's so important to heal because it's when, once you move into that place of healing, this is when your dreams and your visions can begin to come real for you. You know why? Because a lot of times, a lot of people, they have the dreams, they have the visions, they have things they want to do and become, but they're too afraid to become it. And that is because of that shaping, that believing that they're not smart enough, good enough, it won't work for me, it'll work for everybody else. All of that part, that's the shaping. So we're going to begin to uncover those kind of things this weekend. And so then when you begin to uncover that and you recognize what you're really, who did God really create you to be? And you unpack your unshaping and you begin to look at the messaging that you walk around with, now you can create healthy relationships. One of my closest friends, she's here with me. She came yesterday from Tennessee. But here's what's beautiful about my friendship with her. Her name is Terry. I met Terry in China. And Terry and I was talking about how really and truly for me, I'll be honest with you guys, a lot of my old relationships, they've fallen away. And for a long time, I really struggled with that. But guess what? I'm not the same person. So it makes sense. It can be hard. It can be challenging to think that people that I knew and that I loved, we're not close anymore. But the truth of the matter is, if we're real honest, we were never really close. We was close in, we had things in common because of the different things that at that point in our lives we was experiencing, but we're just not the same women, and it's okay. Like, I'm finally getting to a place where it's okay. But my friend Terry, who's come to visit me, we connect at a different level. We connect at the healing level. We are clear about our why. We move towards our dreams, but not only do we move towards them, we help build each other up in them. The relationship is deeper, is richer, is wiser. It's not about bringing other people down. It's not about talking about people. It's about talking about, I can pour into her and she can pour into me, and we can say the hard things to one another in order to reveal the stuff that may be getting in our way, keeping us from those goals and dreams and keeping us from manifesting the things that we really want in life. So when you heal, when you go through the healing process, the one that I'm talking about, where you get true and honest and real about who you are, and you begin to understand your why, what's driving you. Why do I do what I do? I promise you, when you learn that, that becomes a game changer, because we have these needs that drive us, and oftentimes, and when you don't know what they are, you're not clear about them, and you don't understand them, they drive you to all the wrong stuff. They make you do all the wrong things. They make you say all the wrong things. You act and you react out of your hurt and your pain, out of your shaping. And so I want to help you learn to heal so that you are moving from your created self, who God created you to be. You are thinking from your bigger, greater mind so that fear can't stop you, and so that you can begin to have the kind of love that you really want in your life, that every time you come, you get in a conversation, it doesn't have to turn into an argument. You don't have to win a fight. Because when you're fighting with someone, here's what I know. Here's a relationship tip for you. When you find yourself in constant argument with someone else, you are really fighting yourself. Why do I say that? All people can do is trigger what's inside of you. They can't give you what's not in you. And so if a person, when I hear people say things, you make me feel like I'm stupid. You make me feel like I'm stupid. No, there's a part in you that thinks you're already stupid. And all they did was trigger that inside of you. So now you're arguing with the part of you that thinks that you're stupid, but it's wrapped in another person. So now you're in argument with a person because the truth is you walk around with this hurt where there's a part of you that thinks you're stupid. And how dare they stir that up for you? Let's heal that so that when they say whatever it is they say, that used to trigger your feelings of that I'm stupid, you know, with all clarity, all awareness, all heart, I wasn't created stupid. I am not stupid. I've been shaped by something that makes me believe that. But I don't have to fight that statement anymore because I know that's not who I am. So listen, I want you to have a wonderful Friday. I'm going to have a beautiful weekend. Prayerfully, we'll post a few pictures of the lake house. We'll post a few moments, but this is our time to go and heal and restore and renew. And I'm super excited. And I know these ladies are. They've been texting me, what time we leave and how we get there. It's all in their email. Make sure that they have that. So good morning, Nat. But I'm excited. I can't wait to see you later. I listen, I want everybody to move to a place of healing. And again, healing is the awareness who I am, why did I do what I do, and how am I showing up in the world? You know, when you get to that place of healing, you can ask a person, how do you experience me? And listen, you can handle what they say. It might hurt, it might sting a little bit. I ask that question a lot. Some people won't answer it for me, but I will ask that question because I don't know how I'm coming across to people. So I have to ask people, how are you experiencing me? And if they love me, if they're in their healing place, they would tell me with honesty, not to tear me down, not to break my heart, and not anything, but to tell me with honesty, this is how I experience you. And if it's negative, it's okay because I learn from the negative. I grow from the negative. I become better because of the feedback that says, I'm experiencing you this way. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, well, that's not the experience I want people to have with me. But if I don't ask that question, I will never know. So let's get healed. Let's move to who God created us to be. Let's begin to identify who we've been shaped to be so that we can move towards the gifts, the dreams, the talents, the love, the relationships that we really want instead of being stuck in our pain. Dr. Michael Bethel says your vision will pull you, but your pain, it stops you. So let's get out of the pain room and move into the vision. So I want you to have a beautiful weekend. I can't wait to get down to the lake. And maybe next time you can join us. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.